put down the superhero movies. If you want action that actually makes you flinch, you need to look at Asia. Welcome to Fleekverse. Today, we are ranking 7 of the most violent and masterfully choreographed action thrillers from Indonesia, South Korea, Malaysia, and Hong Kong. We are talking about desperate martial arts masters, heavily armored sci-fi suicide squads, and elite corporate assassins. But stick around until the end, because the movie at number 1 is a twisted, blood-soaked game of cat and mouse between 2 serial killers, and it will absolutely blow your mind. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's jump straight into the carnage. Number 7, Ikatan Darah. It is a highly anticipated Indonesian martial arts action thriller released in 2025. The title translates to Blood Ties, and the official story plunges viewers deep into a dark, unforgiving criminal underworld. The plot follows a fiercely skilled martial arts master whose peaceful life is shattered when her estranged younger brother gets mixed up with the wrong people. To save him from a brutal fate, she must square off against a relentless, heavily armed parade of gangsters, thugs, and elite criminals. The film completely ditches flashy CGI in favor of raw, bone-breaking Silat martial arts choreography. It depicts incredibly visceral, non-stop street brawls and desperate close-quarters combat, delivering a classic, bloody tale of loyalty, revenge, and the inescapable bonds of family. Number 6, Mantis. It is a sleek, highly stylized Korean action thriller released in 2025. Serving as the explosive spin-off to the hit movie Kill Boksoon, the official story expands the deadly corporate universe of contract killers. The plot follows a legendary, highly feared hitman known only as Mantis, who finally returns to the chaotic underworld after a long absence. Upon his return, he finds himself caught in a massive, bloody power struggle between rival assassin agencies fighting for total control of the industry. The film promises incredibly sharp, bespoke weapon choreography, mixing high-fashion aesthetics with absolute savagery. It is a fast-paced, darkly comedic look at the business of murder, where breaking the rules means a guaranteed death sentence.
절대 없을 거라고. 맞어. 내가 보여줄게요. 그 절대라는 말.
Number 5, The Shadow Strays.
Di mana Monji?
It is an Indonesian action thriller released in 2024, directed by Timo Tjahjanto, the mastermind behind The Night Comes for Us. The official story follows a young, highly lethal female assassin known only as 13. After a violently botched mission in Japan, she is suspended by her shadowy organization and sent back to Jakarta. While there, she crosses paths with an 11-year-old boy whose mother is murdered by a ruthless crime syndicate. Defying her mentors and breaking every rule of her agency, she launches a relentless one-woman war to save the child. The film is an absolute bloodbath of epic proportions, depicting hyper-violent, relentless action sequences involving katanas, heavy firearms, and bare-knuckle beatdowns.
Kita datang untuk menetralisir, bukan untuk menolong atau bernegosiasi. Ini Toto 13.
Number 4, Kill Boksoon. It is a South Korean action crime thriller released in 2023. The official story revolves around Gil Boksoon, a woman living a highly complicated double life. To the outside world, she is an ordinary, struggling single mother trying to raise a rebellious teenage daughter. But in the shadows, she is the legendary, flawless top assassin for MK Ent, a premier hitman agency with incredibly strict rules. When she refuses to complete a morally compromising mission, realization, she suddenly becomes the primary target of her own company and every other killer in the city. The movie offers a brilliant blend of dark comedy, family drama, and incredibly fast John Wick-style combat, culminating in a jaw-dropping final duel involving swords, axes, and psychological warfare.
우린 정당한 배우를 받았죠. 아무도 모르면 그게 아무 일도 없는 거야.
Number 3, Mat Kilau. It is a massive Malaysian historical action epic released in 2022. Based on true historical events, the official story is set in 1892 in the state of Pahang. The plot follows the legendary Malay warrior Mat Kilau and his followers as they rise up to lead a fierce, bloody rebellion against the oppressive, exploitative British colonial forces. The film is a phenomenal tribute to traditional martial arts, featuring heavy, grounded, and intensely realistic Silat combat. Utilizing authentic historical weapons like the keras and spears, the movie depicts brutal jungle warfare, guerrilla tactics, and large-scale village skirmishes. It is an incredibly emotional, patriotic masterpiece that broke box office records across Southeast Asia.
Terpilih.
Number 2, Warriors of Future. It is an epic Hong Kong sci-fi action blockbuster released in 2022, starring Louis Koo and Sean Lau. The official story takes place in a bleak dystopian future where Earth has been heavily devastated by war and extreme pollution. Things go from bad to apocalyptic when a meteorite crashes into a ruined city, bringing with it a fast-growing, highly destructive alien plant called Pandora. A heavily armed military suicide squad, equipped with advanced high-tech exosuits, is sent directly into the crash zone to neutralize the threat. The film delivers massive Hollywood-level CGI, featuring awe-inspiring robotic warfare, terrifying alien monster fights, and falling skyscrapers. It is a high-tech, sensory overload of sci-fi destruction.
What is your plan?
Number 1, Killers. It is a terrifying psychological action thriller released in 2014, serving as a dark collaboration between Indonesia and Japan, directed by the Mo brothers. The official plot is a disturbing cross-country game of cat and mouse. It follows Nomura, a charismatic but deeply psychotic serial killer living in Tokyo who uploads his gruesome murders to the internet. His videos catch the attention of Bayu, a disgraced, desperate Indonesian journalist in Jakarta who slowly descends into madness and becomes a vigilante killer himself. As the two men begin a twisted, competitive relationship online, their violent worlds inevitably collide. The film is a masterpiece of extreme cinema, featuring incredibly graphic, visceral, and uncomfortably realistic violence. It is the darkest, most brutal film on this list, and an absolute must-watch for hardcore thriller fans. And that wraps up our list of the most brutal Asian action hits. From the psychological horror of Killers to the massive sci-fi warfare in Warriors of Future, which of these adrenaline-pumping movies are you watching first? Let me know your top pick in the comments. Smash that like button, subscribe to Fleekverse, and I'll catch you in the next one.